Hey guys, it's Jea, and welcome back to another episode of the Late Night Talks with Jea Estrada, the podcast. And can I just say, welcome to season 6. And this season, I think I'm ready to talk again. Okay, so I know I've been gone for about 6 months or more. I can't actually remember when was the last time I actually posted a podcast episode, but I think I kind of have the time again to actually do it. So for those who didn't know, I went on a couple of months hiatus because I was trying to figure out the life after Bible college. Of course, that has been such a journey because it's kind of, you gotta figure out what is life outside of church, what is life outside the very secured bubble of people in Bible college. Although we do life outside of church, but it's still kind of part of ministry. So it was me now figuring out life, how to work again. And I was really working with pink noise, and I had some clients, and I kind of had to figure out how to survive after doing 2 years straight of Bible college. So that took a lot of time of my life, which was why I couldn't record podcast episode very, how could I say it, very consistently in a way, because it takes a lot of time and effort and energy just for me to be able to actually do something like this, like a sit down, and then there's post production, of course. I actually had some unreleased podcast episodes because I didn't get to actually edit them, and I realized, why would I edit something if it's as raw as like this one, which is why on this episode I'm not sure if I would be able to edit anything here. But basically, I'm just gonna be talking on a microphone, giving you guys an update of what happened into my life, because I was gone. I disappeared. So, over the last few months, I think I kind of had to give you guys an update of how my last season looked like. Can I just say, adjusting on the life after favor college, and I had pink noise. Pink noise is like my baby. It's not like my baby. It is really my baby, and it's a business that I started when I started year 2 of Bible college. And of course, after Bible college, I kind of had to bring it up and start focusing on it again, because now I have time to work on it. I have time to actually hone my skills and the business, and actually bring it up to a certain level that I couldn't do when I was doing Bible college, because my attention was divided, things like that. So over the past few months, I was busy building Pink Noise, and part of building Pink Noise is my involvement with different businesses, companies, brands, and I also did work in a UK company as part of their social media. So I was really out there. I was really working. I was really doing a not so ministry type of life, and it's something that you kind of won't expect to someone who did Bible college. So somehow I also took a break from a lot of ministries that I was once part of, because I really want to focus on the season wherein I was building things outside of church. So yeah, that's how my season looked like, or like the past season. And aside from that, I actually also found my heart, or I found a new hobby, which is no longer a hobby now. I'm not sure if I updated on my previous episode, or previous diary entry that I went back to indoor cycling, to rhythm cycling. So I am still doing that. Um, I do cycling 2 to 3 times a week, and I also added gym. I know I am now a gym girl. It doesn't look like it, but I kind of go to the gym now, and I have motivation to go to the gym now. Like tomorrow, I have gym, and then the next day, I have indoor cycling. And aside from that, I also am doing boxing occasionally. Most of the time, it's rhythm boxing because, I like music and doing things on the beat. And then I also went back to dancing, but this time it's dance fitness because I really am trying to move my body as much as I could. And it's something that I just recently discovered of how much I value fitness now. Not because I'm trying to be someone else, but more like it became one of the anchors so I could have a routine for myself. So yeah, just based on all of that, it's very obvious that my life was so full. I had so many things happening. I would wake up in the morning, just doing my morning routine, packing my gym bag, heading to the gym, or heading to cycling class, or heading to a boxing class, or heading to a dance class, whatever it is. So I'm gonna be there, and then after that I'll be jumping on the next meeting because I have stuff for Pink Noise, and then after that I'll be jumping on another meeting because I have a meeting with this client, and then I'll be working until like late night and all that, and then I'll sleep, and then I'll do it all over again. That has been like my routine for the past 6 months or so, or even more. So as you know, it's kind of full because I also still make sure that I have time to meet people. I still do my usual catch up with friends. I expanded my circle in a way that I did not expect it to expand, but it kind of exists in different environments now, and it's so great that I still have time to actually hang out with people. And because I do also prioritize that takes time as well on my very limited 24 hours a day. So it took more time for me to do that instead of just sit down and do podcasting and just tell you guys how my day went type of thing. And since I'm catching up with people, I have people to talk to tell them how my day went or something like that. So yeah, those are the things that happened. And also over the past 6 months, I had dengue. Yeah, I had a life and death situation type of thing there because, of course, if you got dengue, it was kind of critical, especially if your platelets gone so low. Thank God it didn't went that critical. I didn't have any much bleeding, but of course, that really put my body at risk because I was in the hospital for like 8 days, and then I also had to pause my life. Couldn't get to work, and I couldn't go back to fitness. But by the time that I was able to go back to fitness, that kind of gave me the jump start or like a head start again of doing it again. So I became more consistent after that because I kind of felt how weak my body was when I had dengue. So when I finally started to regain the strength, I really had more motivation to show up to all of my workouts, and now I could say I'm much stronger than I was before dengue, especially like my body, and I'm just so happy about it. But yeah, those are the things that happened. And why am I going back to podcasting now? Because I think this time I can be more intentional again. There would be a lot of changes happening in the next coming days and weeks, and I'm currently in a transition period right now, and I just really want to make sure that I get to talk more about it on a podcast. And I really want to be updated with my podcast again, because this has always been part of my life. Podcast has been part of my life since 2021, and I want to make sure that I get to actually do it and I get to share it on my podcast. And I want to be more intentional about this because it's also a way of me preserving memories, and I just really love to yap. Can we just accept that fact that I just love to yap, and I can record a whole episode of podcasting of just me talking in front of a camera with a microphone. There's no one in here. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm just literally talking to no one. I'm just talking to the camera, and I can yap, and that's just part of me. So basically, I still haven't figured out things. I haven't figured out my life yet. I'm in the middle of transition right now. I don't know how this would unfold, but I'm just really excited to, somehow bring more of me in the podcast and bring you guys a little more closer to what I'm going through right now as well. And yeah, those are like just the updates that I have. And I'm so glad that I'm giving you guys an update now because it's been a while. And I'm just really excited on how this new season would pan out because honestly, I also have no idea what's gonna happen. But I really want to be more intentional in doing podcasting again. And I really want to talk about a lot of stuff. And I really want to process it again, just like how I used to process things over my podcast. Because sometimes I just do really love listening to my own diary entries. It's like it's an audio journal. So listening to my voice, listening how I process things, and then sometimes I judge myself because if I would listen to like my podcast back in 2021 or 2022, I'm like, girl, why do you think like that? But at the same time, it kind of gives me that reminder that I was once like that and look where I am not right now. So that's kind of fun thing to think about and to realize because it became like a checkpoint for growth as well, which is something that I like as well. So yeah, that could be one of the main reason why I'm coming back right now, because I want to be more intentional again in my podcast, and at the same time I really want to bring you guys closer, like give you a more of a what's happening in my head type of thing, because sometimes I just really want to get it out there. And yes, there's journaling, there's writing, but as a yapper, I could say so many stuff that my hands can't even catch up anymore. So why don't I just, talk in front of a microphone and tell the entire internet about what's going on with my mind and go about it. So yeah, that's pretty much the update that I have for tonight. It's not a very big update. It's one of like the shortest diary entry that I have, but I don't want to bore you guys about a lot of things because if I would retell everything that's happened, we could talk about it more on different episodes or different diary entries. But yeah, it's just like a quick update of what happened to me over the past few months. And stay tuned for something that I'm trying to launch in this podcast. Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for listening, or if you're watching, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you on the next one, or catch you on the next one, or whatever. Let's see where this would take us. But yeah, thank you so much for being part of Late Night Talks with Jea. And I hope to see you on the next one, or catch you on the next one. Good night.